Hi everybody, welcome to Boxing Time. On this channel you will learn a lot of news from the world of boxing. So here we go. WBO President Paco Valcárcel has decreed that following the clash on March 30th between Tszyu and Sebastian Fundora, negotiations must commence with mandatory challenger Terence Crawford. As reported by ESPN, Crawford, 40-0, 31 KOs, leveraged his status as the WBO welterweight champion to secure the mandatory position for a shot at World Boxing Organization junior middleweight champion Tszyu. 24-0, 17 KOs. Consequently, the Tszyu Fundora winner will be obliged to face Crawford next, potentially unifying two titles, the WBC and WBO 154-pound straps. Expressing his readiness for the challenge, Tszyu has voiced his enthusiasm for a showdown with Crawford, anticipating a significant bout should he emerge victorious against Fundora. 20-1-1, 13 KOs, and their headline event on March 30th, airing on Prime PPV from the T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas. WBO President Paco Valcárcel stipulated that negotiations with the mandatory challenger, pound-for-pound King Terence Crawford, must commence 5 days post the Tszyu Fundora fight, shared Mike Coppinger on Twitter. However, some fans on social media have expressed discontent with Crawford's decision to target the winner of the Tszyu vs Fundora bout at 154 rather than defending his belts against rising contenders at 147. Should the 36-year-old Crawford emerge victorious against Tszyu, he would become the unified WBC and WBO junior middleweight champion, likely pursuing the remaining two belts to achieve undisputed status across 3 weight classes. While Crawford had previously hinted at moving up to 168, it appears he's reconsidered, recognizing the significant challenges posed by fighters like Canelo Alvarez in that weight class. Focusing on the 154 pounds division against Tszyu presents a more manageable task. A fight with Tszyu offers Crawford lucrative opportunities in the Australian PPV market, which might not be available against other welterweight contenders. However, the downside of Crawford's decision is the potential inactivity until summer. Having been out of the ring since July, Crawford may face a year-long hiatus before securing a shot at the Tszyu Fundora winner. This hiatus could hinder Crawford's career momentum, especially considering his reluctance to face top-tier opponents like Jaron Ennis. By opting for what appears to be a more winnable matchup against Tszyu, Crawford risks stagnating in his career and missing out on opportunities to capitalize on his recent victory over Errol Spence Jr. Ultimately, Crawford's decision reflects a strategic move towards a potentially lucrative bout while mitigating the risks associated with facing formidable opponents in other weight classes. WBA light heavyweight title holder Dimitri Bivol showcased impeccable skills today in a video displaying his pad work, gearing up for his highly anticipated showdown on June 1st against the formidable IBF, WBC, and WBO champion Artur Beterbiev. The clash between the ambitious Bivol, 22-0, 11 KOs, and the relentless power puncher Beterbiev, 20-0, 20 KOs, is set to ignite the Kingdom Arena in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia. Anticipation runs high among fans, many predicting Beterbiev's overwhelming strength to overpower Bivol. The question remains, can Bivol effectively employ his hit-and move strategy to evade Beterbiev's relentless pressure and thunderous punches? Fans are hopeful for a thrilling encounter, fearing a prolonged defensive display from Bivol, which could dampen the excitement of what promises to be a potential brawl. While Bivol's technical prowess secured him a dominant victory over Canelo Alvarez in 2022, his cautious style risks detracting from the spectacle fans crave, especially against a formidable opponent like Beterbiev. Bivol enters the ring undefeated, coming off a decisive 12-round unanimous decision victory over contender Lyndon Arthur last December in Riyadh. However, facing Beterbiev presents a distinct challenge for Bivol, signaling a significant shift in competition level. The long-awaited Bivol-Beterbiev clash has been eagerly anticipated by boxing enthusiasts, building anticipation over the past 5 years. Beterbiev's frustration in securing the bout has finally been appeased at the age of 38, adding further intrigue to the matchup. While ideally, Bivol should have faced Beterbiev earlier in their careers, the delay has amplified interest and ensured a substantial purse for both fighters. The fight, slated to air on DAZN, boasts an intriguing undercard curated by Saudi chief Turki Al-Alshik, promising an engaging lineup of well-known fighters. Al-Alshik's commitment to crafting a compelling undercard underscores a refreshing departure from the typical promoter approach, ensuring an event that captivates boxing fans worldwide and delivers true value for their investment. Jose Benavidez Sr., David Benavidez's father, expressed their openness to accepting a rehydration clause for a potential bout against Canelo Alvarez in hopes of securing the opportunity to face him. However, implementing a rehydration clause poses challenges in today's boxing landscape, where fighters can swiftly rehydrate using various tactics, rendering such clauses ineffective. Even if Canelo were to enforce a 20-pound rehydration limit and require a secondary weigh-in closer to fight time, there's no assurance that Benavidez wouldn't fully rehydrate before entering the ring. The efficacy of rehydration clauses remains questionable. A feasible scenario for such a clause might involve stricter limits, closer monitoring, and measures to prevent rapid rehydration through methods like use. Despite Jose Sr.'s willingness to entertain a rehydration clause, it reflects a sense of desperation to pressure Canelo into accepting the fight, which is unlikely to succeed. It's evident that they need to explore other options, such as moving up to higher weight classes like light heavyweight or cruiserweight, where Benavidez's size advantage would still be significant. However, competing at cruiserweight would present a different challenge, requiring him to rely more on his boxing skills rather than sheer size. In a recent Instagram post, Benavidez reached out to Saudi promoter Turki Al-Alshik, offering to fight Canelo for free if he loses and pledging to donate a portion of his purse to charity chosen by Al-Alshik if he wins. This move comes off as desperate and cringeworthy, underscoring Benavidez's singular focus on facing Canelo. Overall, while the desire to fight Canelo is understandable, Benavidez and his team may need to reconsider their approach and explore alternative paths in the sport. Carlos Adames, 23-1, has been very vocal in his desire to move up to 168 pounds and face any of the top fighters in the division. He previously called out Canelo Alvarez, David Benavidez, and Caleb Plant. The WBC interim middleweight champion is also interested in moving up to the super middleweight division to take on Brooklyn's Edgar Berlanga, 22-0. Adames, who is from the Dominican Republic, last fought in June when he stopped former unified champion Julian Williams in 9 rounds at the Armory in Minneapolis. Berlanga is promoted by Eddie Hearn's Matchroom Boxing, while Adames fights under the Premier Boxing Champions banner. Adames doesn't believe their promotional affiliations will prevent the fight from taking place.
Es una pelea bastante complicada, es una lucha bastante complicada.
At the end of the day, we are the fighters, and if we want the fight to happen, we just have to agree to it, and it is the promoter's job to make the fight happen. There has been talk in recent years for Berlanga, who is of Puerto Rican descent, to fight in La Isla del Encanto, but he has yet to make his Puerto Rico debut. Adames is very confident in his ability and feels the matchup would be explosive and that the fans would enjoy the Dominican versus Boricua showdown.
No sé, me inclino más a Crawford porque veo
I feel like a fight with me and Berlanga is one of the best fights that can be made. Both of us have power and the fans would love to see the Dominican-Puerto Rico rivalry. In fact, I am willing to go fight him in Puerto Rico in his backyard in front of all of his countrymen. That would be a great summer showdown. Berlanga, let's do it and see who packs a real punch. Berlanga was in action last month when he stopped Padraig McCrory in 6 rounds at the Caribe Royale in Orlando in a main event that was streamed by DAZN. Subscribe. Please like and comment. This is very important for the development of the channel. See you later.